Hey, what's going on, guys? Reese here from Yu-Gi-Oh! Showcase. Yeah, this is going to be like our first upload ever. And why not open up with my favorite deck at the moment, Fire Kings. And that's what I'm going to showcase to you right now. I'm kidding. Alright, so let's get the deck list started. Before I start, actually, I'm going to explain to you what most of the cards actually do so you guys understand before and when you start versing this deck, because once all the support actually comes out for this deck, I see this deck actually going really nuts and hamming and winning every YCS. I'm kidding. Anyway, alright, so first off, we'll start off with the monsters. We've got triple Fire King, High Avatar, Garunix. Now, what he does is when he's destroyed by a card effect, you can, during the next standby phase, keep that in mind, the next standby phase, so not just your next standby phase, it can be your opponent's next standby phase. He returns to the field and he destroys every other monster on the field except him. So, what the fuck? Like, honestly, I don't know what Konami was smoking when they made this card, but, like, this card is just super broken, and it's just the best, and I love this card. It's my favorite, my boss monster at the moment, because this card is so good. The only problem I have with this card is it's super cloggy when you draw it, because there's no way of getting it out of your hand except trade-ins. But once it actually comes out, we will not have that problem. Also, when it's destroyed by attacking over him, which doesn't often happen because it's 2700, he becomes a floater, and you can special summon another Fire King monster from your deck, except Fire King High Avatar Garunix. Why not make it more broken? Just let me summon another Garunix, jeez. Anyway, on to the next card. We also run one Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, I think that's how you pronounce it, but he is the same as Fire King High Avatar Garunix, except he does the back row. So I run one of him because he's just good. Onto the searcher, we run triple Fire King Avatar Barong. This guy is super good. So what he does is, when he's destroyed by a card effect, you can add any Fire King card. Any card with the name Fire King in it, you can add, except Barong. Which is good, because I haven't been in a position where I've wanted to add Barong anyway, but people say he's bad because he has to be destroyed by card effect, but the thing is, you can abuse him. With Garunix, with Circle of the Fire Kings, with everything. He's super abusable. And you can ask anyone who runs this deck that you can get his effect off multiple times in a game. It's just too good. Yeah. Next, we run double Fire King Avatar Kirin. Now, I don't particularly like this card. He's a foolish variable, so when it's destroyed, in general, it can be by card effect and it can be by battle. You can send one fire monster from your deck to the grave. So it's good to send Garunix and stuff to do some silly cool Haunter plays and Circle of the Fire King plays. Next, we run MVP of the deck, in my opinion, triple Flamevelt Fire Dog. What he does is when he attacks over a monster, he can special summon another fire monster with 200 defense except him. So what you do is you summon, attack, get Barong or Karen, depending if your deck's, like, you wouldn't go for Karen unless you have no other targets, but he's just really good. And he's got 200 defense along with Karen and Barong, so rekindling targets, wink wink. Okay. Next, for the spells, obviously we don't run a high monster count because all the support's not out yet, but let's not complain. The deck is still good. So after the spells, we run triple absolute broken stupid shit. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. What this card does is, basically once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon one Beast, Beast Warrior or Wind Beast monster from your deck, and during the end phase it is destroyed. So, oh no, it's destroyed, so you can get Garunix out and then destroy it, and next standby phase it comes back permanently. Oh no! Why would we want that to happen? Stupid Konami, what are you thinking? Oh god. Like this, the game is going to become so dumb eventually where, like, every deck's going to have to do shit like this to keep up. Okay, next we run triple of my favourite card ever made, basically. Circle of the Fire Kings. So he avoids Bottomless, he avoids Deep Prison, he avoids everything, basically. Like, so if you summon Garunix and they try to Bottomless, you go Circle of the Fire Kings, destroy him. That's what this, I'll read the card to you. Basically what it says is, so target one fire monster you control and one fire monster in your graveyard. Destroy the first target and special summon the second. So if you got Garunix on field, you can go summon Garunix. If they go to Bottomless, you go, no, Circle of the Fire Kings, destroy him, get Barong out. And then, like, next turn, he comes back on the field, Barong gets destroyed, then the next time I face Barong gets a search. See what I mean by abusing the effect? Barong is a very good card, and so is this stupid card. Next we run triple Rekindling because we have multiple targets. We have 9 targets in this deck, and that's plenty. especially with Karen, because you can keep, if you want to make a rekindling players, you can just keep using Karen's effect to start sending your 200 defenders to the grave to use rekindling. If you guys don't know what rekindling does, which you should, it lets you special summon as many fire monsters with 200 or less defense, or just 200 defense, I'm not sure. And you can use it as many times per turn as you want. So fire is actually really broken, but hasn't been abused as much till now. Next we run triple Upstart Goblin because we need a draw engine, and our boss monster is 2700. That's only 300 less attack than all this gives your opponent. So why not? Like, you can just attack once and your opponent basically gets one free attack, so who cares? And we need to draw 2 our pieces really quickly because this deck can get very cloggy and very inconsistent. Next one, double duality. I don't particularly like duality in general, but in this deck it's really good because you can duality into Fire Dogs and Barongs and still get pluses off them. That's what I like. But in any other deck, I'm not really fond of it, but in this deck, duality seems to run well, and it came out in a common, so, you know, I figured I might as well just test it, and it's been testing really well. Next, we run double trading. I run double trading because of, like I said, I run 3 Garunix and 1 Sacred Phoenix, so these are targets. And, you know, you get to draw 2 cards, and you get to get them out of your hand into the grove exactly where you want them to be. Next we run double Mystical Space Typhoon, no explanations needed. We hate back row like bottomless at times. Next we run Heavy Stolen Dark Hole, no Reborn because I don't have room for it, and we run Rekindlings, Call the Haunted, so I don't see the need for it. Next for the traps we run Triple Call the Haunted. I don't know why you would run any less than 3. I would run more than 3 if I could, but this card is super chainable and abuses all the effects of all the Fire King monsters. So if they use MST, you chain this to Garunix, you chain this to even Sacred Phoenix, you chain it to Barong, and you get their effects. So it's just broken, and I think this Call on works best in this deck. Next round, triple Horn of the Phantom Beast. I'm glad this came out in common in the structure deck because I really can't be bothered buying it. But this card is really good. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure you can activate multiples of this on one monster, so you can draw 3 cards if you really had to. If I'm wrong, please tell me, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. So, yeah. So what this guy does is you target one Beast Warrior monster you control. Yeah, Beast Warrior, sorry. It gains 800 attack, and you get to draw a card if it destroys a monster. So you can target Barong, that goes to 2600, sorry. You target Karen goes to 1800, you target Fire Dog goes to 2700, so they basically become boss monsters, which is really good. Okay, next. And then for the final 2 cards in the deck, we got double Torrential Tribute. Mass monster removal, this deck doesn't give 2 fucks about because your monsters get effects off getting destroyed, so your opponent could overextend and you could go Torrential Tribute, you get pluses, they go minus, and it's just good. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm not going to go over the extra deck because that is not actually complete yet. And basically in the extra deck, all you need to do is just throw in anything you really want. The thing I suggest you add in though is Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, because he is really good and is easy to get at with like rekindling and stuff. So I'm also considering running Fire Fist in this build. I'm considering putting in 3 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bears and 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Gorilla, and then also 3 Tankies and 2 Tensons. Trying to make this more Fire Fist based because like Bear is just too good, but it's very expensive. But I'm considering to buy it if it's going to work really well in this deck and help me do really well. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to make a video soon explaining to you guys how you can actually get your videos uploaded onto our channel. So, stay tuned for that, guys. Shame on you. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.